Now we move on to the Blake Donnelly lightweight title, putting on a hell of a display against David Martinez, who he looked to be in control early in that fight, and he survived the grappling onslaught and then pieced him up just like he did 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I'm a huge fan of the smiling one, but it just for me it looks like it's just that, not whether it's that style. Like, he's always had a problem with that style. I think Togo gave him problems again. Just that long-range striker that has got competent enough grappling defense, not even takedown defense, grappling defense. Because to say that you're never going to get taken down by Martinez that's a stretch. He's got to get at least one or two. But if you've got the ability, particularly now he's constantly in 5-round fights, to just be able to get your way up, defend that back choke, and get back to your feet, that provokes a problem for him. It just seems like to me that Donnelly's got his number. I was really interested to see the adaptations he made. He got that early takedown. Again, Donnelly defended really well. When he got back to the feet, he was able to sort of slow Martinez. That's the most fatigued I've seen Martinez for a while. You know what I mean? Donnelly was making him really work hard for all those grappling exchanges. So it just seemed to me that Donnelly just still had just that number on him.
Yeah, and I think Benny Vickers in the commentary mentioned that he quit on the stool, but I think it was through doctor stoppage, like through a cut. Yeah. That's what they're claiming as well. So I can only imagine that the Martinez camp is saying that it's from a cut, from a doctor stoppage. Where does Blake Donnelly sit? Because right now, I mean, I don't know if the rankings have been adjusted, but he's number 8 on Tapology. Tom Nolan's number 5. Blake Donnelly's number 8.
Yeah, I'm not so consistent with Tapology. I'm not sure what sort of math they're going with. As old Brendan Schwab likes to point out, the old cheese doodle finger of ranking system. So, but he's that number 1 spot now. It's hard to argue. You know what I mean? He had one slip up against, getting caught by a super power puncher. But, I'll tell you, but the matchup's coming through now in that division. If Togo's back on the scene, I'm a huge Togo fan. That's a big one if he's going to get back in the mix there. You think about how many ex-champions are still ragging around that system. I'm sure I know Dan Hill's gone over to a lot of boxing now. Yeah. He might pop back over. That's a thick division. That's a real thick division.
Here's one that I wanted to throw to you. I didn't know when to put it because there's no time, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I was having a chat with Tony Caruso the other day, who was 1FC PFL. He said he's open to fights in Australia. He said that there is a man that once talked a bit of shit and he'd like to get it happening. Tony Caruso versus Brenton Mumford.
Oh, wow. Have they had a bit of a verbal exchange in the past?
A little tiny back and forth here and there. And Tony said that that's a fight he wouldn't mind having. So, look, I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh, mate, how does that gets my money? 100% gets my money. I watched Brenton Mumford fight a grasshopper if you put me up to it. But did he fight on the PFL at welter or light?
I think he fought at light, and it was on the Challenger series, so he's like free to go wherever he wants. And he's fought previously on lightweight at Eternal before.
Okay, cool. Yeah, mate, sign me up. I know. Brenton got delayed in his comeback fight against Aiden, but it looks like to me, from what I've seen online, he looks like he's back in training. Sign me up. And then just put 2 more absolute murderers into that division. Jesus.
Yes, I know.
As much as I'm sure Donnelly's very happy to have won that title, sitting on top of that division, mate, that talk about having a target on your back. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's one of the most stacked divisions, I think. I think I like featherweight and I like lightweight more than any other